Hello, this is Brent Ritchie. I am your MDE 60 intermediate algebra teacher for this semester. It's a completely online class, but I actually exist. The MDE courses are new to the college, but they're very similar to courses we had 20 years ago, and I've been here for 30 years. So we've taught things like this before. So I just wanted to take a minute and introduce myself and show you how we will proceed through the class this semester. It is a new class, so the Canvas course is new to me. And I think there are a few little things to clean up out of it, but nothing we can't get through. So I don't anticipate any real problems. So let me just show you in Canvas what we have so far. Well, let me tell you a little more about myself. I've been teaching math here. I've been at the college for this is my 31st year. I got I have a math degree, a bachelor's in math, and a master's in math degree just from VCU. I have 3 kids. I have a boy who's getting ready Thursday to go back to college for his 2nd year, and 2 daughters that are juniors and seniors in what'll be the new Mecklenburg County High School. My wife is an English teacher at Mecklenburg County High School. So our kids have been very immersed in education, as you can imagine. Let's look at our Canvas site. Okay, I'm going to show you, this is my view, which is very similar. It lets me switch to the student view, but it's not much of a difference right now. That's the student view, so that's what you see. I will clean up some of this menu on the left, remove things that you don't need. There is no Zoom, things like that. And I don't even know what some of this stuff is. So it'll clean that up to just things that we need. I'll fix that here shortly. And some other things. Somebody texted me already about some assignments that look like they were overdue. And I'm guessing that's in the grades. Yeah, these things are not assignments that are going to be assigned for this class. These are things that came over in an import from another class. So don't stress about that. There are no graded assignments for this class yet. And I'll see how I get these removed from the grade book so you don't even have to look at them, because I'm not even going to use them. But we imported over some test bank questions and things like that. So that's what that's from. But that's nothing to be alarmed about. I don't know if the read me first really said anything. I've been making classes frantically. I've got 6 different classes. So I've been working on these Canvas things and I can't remember what I said on each one. Here's an important thing. And I know somebody read this because I did receive a text already. Here's my mobile phone number. And I prefer to discuss things with my students via text instead of email, because text, we can have a real conversation, I feel like, via text, as opposed to emails back and forth. And that can drag on for a long time. And usually we can resolve questions pretty quickly this way. And don't worry, everything doesn't have to be done by text, but I'm just asking you to initiate it that way. And then if we need to move to email, if I need to send you things, I can do that. If we need to schedule a personal Zoom meeting, I'm happy to do that. A phone call. So we can move to other modes. But if we can start with text, that's the quickest way for us to resolve things and get things started. It's intermediate algebra. And I believe, let's see, there's 8 modules. They're listed in the syllabus. So why don't we just go to the syllabus and look at all of that. Here's the syllabus. You can see. Hopefully it'll load. One of my other classes, there we go. Didn't want to load. MDE 60, intermediate. Well, I see one mistake. It says business math. Sorry about that. I'm copying stuff from other classes and using templates, and sometimes these things happen. So this is not the case. I'll fix that. This is intermediate algebra, as you know, because you signed up for it. So don't let that bother you. Sorry about that. There's my email address, because you certainly can email me. It takes a little longer to hear back from me. My students are my first priority. That's why I prefer text for my students, so I can get back to you first. All that other stuff can wait. This is an online course, so it's intended to be all online. But like I said, I'm real and available. This is my office hours. I'm on the Christiana campus in Alberta, Virginia. So that's where you would come see me if you wanted to see me in person. These are the published hours, but you don't have to come during these hours. If it's not convenient, we can maybe set up another time, but just text me if you want to get together and we'll work out something. But those are the ones we need to publish. The topics, this is actually the community college explanation of this course description. Covers topics in algebra, very brief. And these topics are, most of you have had algebra 1 and maybe algebra 2 in school. So these are topics you've probably seen before, but maybe don't remember or didn't get completed the first time. So this is kind of a review of those things. This prepares students. The intention for this class is to prepare you to take prerequisite. It prepares you to take Math 161, which is a pre-calculus class. So it's a prerequisite for that. Here they are. Here are the topics. Properties of exponents. And these will be modules in our course. They will appear one at a time sequentially. Properties of exponents, polynomials, factoring, solving quadratics, and a little on the Pythagorean theorem, complex numbers, graphing of lines and quadratics. And we'll use technology for these things when we can, because you don't have to graph things by hand anymore. Linear equations and inequalities, systems of equations, functions, rational expressions and equations, and radical expressions and equations. So how many modules is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there'll be 11 modules. Each one will have one graded assignment, call it a test or a quiz, or call it what you will, for those. So those are 11 grades that you'll have, and your final grade will be the average of all those grades. And there they are. The grading scale is the one you're probably used to. There is really no attendance. They do have an attendance policy at the college, and that's what this is, but this is a virtual class, so there's no required attendance. And all the work for this class will be done in Canvas. There is no textbook requirement. There's no additional access you need to pay for. Everything you'll need will be in Canvas. So the textbooks for mathematics have just gotten ridiculously expensive, and I don't want to put my students through that. Something about faculty email response time, 48 hours. Like I said, you're much better off texting me. That's my preferred way to talk to my students. And then there are other things on the college website, other policies and things like that. I can also serve as a contact at the college for you if you have other needs. We have a lot of support things here at the college, a foundation, and counseling services, plenty of support. So if you are struggling in college or struggling financially with college things, and you're not sure where to go, I can help point you in the right direction there. So feel free to reach out, and I'll at least point you there. I'm a math teacher, so I stick to math, but I can definitely get you pointed to the right person who can help you. This is what your typical module is going to look like. And some of them will be short. They're small bites of information. There are 11 of them, and it sounds like a lot, but they're really to be taken in little small bites. So there won't be these big, huge, long, overwhelming tests. There's going to be videos posted. Like here's one on exponent, the rules of exponents. That links to an outside video in YouTube, not my video, but a video that covers that topic. There's two videos you can watch there. Then there are for each module, there'll be what's called a practice quiz. The practice quiz shows you questions that are going to be similar to questions that are on the test, the graded test. You can take a practice test quiz repeatedly until you feel comfortable with the material. If you don't feel comfortable, if there's a question on there that you just don't get and you're struggling with, text me and then we can talk about it many different ways. I can post a video to Canvas where I work that problem out in detail and talk about it so everybody can benefit from your questions. So don't be afraid to reach out to me. But once you get comfortable with this practice quiz, you're comfortable with all those problems, then that will be time to take the test. Now and you don't see the test here yet. It's not available yet, but it will be shortly. Because 11 tests in 16 weeks. So that's about a week and a half before every assignment, before every graded assignment. So that's how quickly those will come along. And they won't be long. Some of them will be longer than others. This practice quiz is only 13 questions long. The test will only be maybe 10 questions long. Now you'll be able to take every test 2 times and it'll always keep your highest grade. The test won't be timed, so you don't have to take, there won't be that pressure of time. And if you make mistakes the first time through, and you'll have a second chance at it. When you take it the first time, it'll show you one time right after you take the test what you missed. So I would, if I was planning on taking it a second time, I would note what answers I got right and what answers I got wrong. So when I took it the second time, I could go ahead and check my right answers and I have to work all those problems again and concentrate on the wrong ones. Now, if you see a problem you missed and you're not sure why in the world you missed it, please reach out to me before you take it again and let's get that ironed out, because my goal here is for you to understand these things. So I'm happy to help you with all those type of things. So right now, you should be working on, watch these videos, take this practice quiz. I imagine later this week, the test will appear. This chapter should go, this module should go pretty quickly. And then subsequent modules will appear in order. And my Canvas site is not exactly like everybody else. It's a simplified version because I'm a simple person. Everything's right here on the home page. So you don't have to dig down through anything. The modules will show up. Everything will be in module 1, everything will be that you need to do, everything will be right there. There'll be videos, there'll be a practice quiz, there'll be a test. The next module, there'll be videos, practice quiz, test in that module that relate to that module, so on and so forth, all the way down till the 11th module, which will be the final one. And text me if you need me, and you can go ahead and begin work on this, and the test will follow shortly. And I'm looking forward to this semester. It's always nice to hear from students, so don't be afraid to contact me. I'm not as scary as I look. Thank you.